Aiden here, C103. Everybody probably that I didn't say hi to in the other chat. Hey, Carol. Did she let you make the letters over here bigger or whatever? Like my face is huge over here and it's seriously little. Whatever. Thank you, Jeffrey. I don't know if I can make it bigger with the pop out chat or not. Yeah. Hey, bitty boo. I guess everybody knows about the funeral and stuff. So, I had a terrible sore throat. Well, I got a sore throat and how terrible it is. Um, I think it has more to do with strained vocal cords than anything else. Good evening, Walter. Does I got anything I want to talk about? Any questions or anything like that? I haven't looked at the news today. Did we go to World War III or anything? Hope not. Just want to look at it. Wow. I don't know what's going on with the internet. We ain't got no cell phone internet or anything. Sounds like we need to do the militia thing and just offer to go around to the ICE people and guard their homes for them. That's okay, Tina. You can get it on the rewatch. What's the temperature up there, Mark? When you see Daniel T, tell him thank you. Yeah, ICE, like the immigrations, whatever. I want them to do their job. I want them to get all the Middle Easterners and the Africans and the Chinese and the Vietnamese and the Mexicans and the South Americans. I want them to get all the daggum Europeans and Canadians the hell out of the country. I ain't even. What was the temperature today? Didn't even look today. Didn't want to know. Fiddling. We don't have to live by the law. We need to know what the law says, and that has to be our judge. The law has to be what we use to judge right and wrong, not our understanding of what we think the law says or what it's got to be what God says right and wrong is. That's what we need to use for right and wrong. We can't make up right and wrong on our own. It's got to be '92 is not bad. I think we broke 100 again today. It felt like it did. I just didn't know if we got past 105. Can't really tell the difference between 100 and 102. And you can't really tell the difference between 103 and 105. But you can definitely tell 106. Anything past 106 and it's just miserable. 117 will kill you. Where we spent 1 year, we had like 14 days in a row or 11 days in a row or something like that. It was 110 plus. That was harsh. They're only allowed to do what they're allowed to do. We can't detain all the people that enter the country illegally. There would literally be millions of people in a fenced-in area, tent city, that we would be paying to feed. There would be internment camps on the scale of the Holocaust. The only way to stop it is to round them up and get them back across the border. And to get them across the border, we have to pay for the fuel. Because if we drive them to the border and put them back across, they'll just walk back across later that night. So we would have to deliver them to their country of origin. So we would have to fly them. And then get them in the air, and then that country says, no, you have to prove that they're ours before we take them back. And, oh, well, we don't want that one back, or la da 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 da. We have got to build a wall and shut the border down. We've got to pass a law that says there will be no more sanctuary, no more whatever they call it. What do they call here? They ask for asylum. No more asylums. We've got a petition for asylum from outside the country. Good luck with ending the welfare state. Do you realize that all of the government subsidies for wind energy, farming, agriculture, what's that other thing? With the wind energy, agriculture, and something else. I can't remember what that. Anyway, they're tied in with the welfare, the food stamps, government aid, all that. Say what? Yeah. The United States taxpayers are paying to have those windmills put up. We are paying to keep them running. It's just a different way, and that's high end welfare. I mean, but it's still welfare. If you can't make it go up, you can't make it go up. The difference is the bankers and stuff, the stock market, all that crap. It's all government subsidized too. So, yeah, yeah. If you're feeding the stock market, like if you're buying futures and stuff like that, you're feeding the machine. So, I don't think there's no fixing that. We let that get away from us a long time ago. Wish there was somebody to stop it. Now, if everybody get together and get them to pass a law that said that when you file for food stamps, you had to do your bring in your tax returns, you know, and then even if you're on food stamps for a year, and then tax time comes up, you have to bring the income tax people need to be able to see the welfare people's paperwork. They should, those two government, if they would just let those two government people talk to each other, food stamp and welfare fraud would cease across the country. They would eliminate it almost overnight. There would be like nobody ripping the government off that way. All the people that are separated and getting food stamps and welfare stuff, they wouldn't be able to do that anymore. Well, yeah, but they have to give up their rights to privacy, which I don't see. It's public record. I mean, you're filing for public assistance. That stuff should be public record. Just saying. I don't care if you like Billy Bird. You basically welcome. Ain't no area. I hope there ain't nobody dumb enough to storm Area 51 in here. And if there is, put me in your will because I want your stuff because you're going to be dead. It's against federal law, Cindy. The welfare and the IRS cannot communicate. But then Louisiana mayor got tired of them ripping people off. I know a few licensed tax preparers, and we have discussions often about how the tax law is not all it could be, Susan. don't know why I unloaded this order. Because I wanted to. Gotta have something to fiddle with, eh? Man, I lost track. How many days is this? I guess that's good though that I lost track of. Coming up on 2 weeks. Well, that's good, Cindy Johns, because here the people that do that they're not allowed to check, or people that don't need the food stamps. Their husband's making $50,000 at his job, and they're dragging $900,000 a month in food stamps. And granted, he's paying child support of about $22,000 a year to his wife because they're separated, but they're living in the same house and they file their taxes together. It's that sucks. Yeah, they probably want 150, 200 grand for that too. 2,900's a little big. Bitty boo. Mrs. West wants about 900. Now I'll take 2,000 in barn. Yeah, the internet's messed up big time. I don't know what it is. Our phones aren't working or nothing. Yes, it does. The reason they can't have to keep the payments down as far as they do is because there's so many people, and most of them are the kids that got on the deal are all anchor babies anyway. That sounds racist, but it's not. I mean, grow up in Texas. Welcome to my world. There's no reason for them to go anywhere else. They made it into the country. So they can just be like, okay, let's milk this for all it's worth. Okay. I don't know what's going on with the internet. But it's oh no, I gotta catch up now. See if she throws the numbers out there. Hold on, where'd it go? Was on the bottom end of a nice rolling hill with a live creek on the bottom. About 15 of it in woods and the other 5 of it in cleared flat bottomland. Is that what it is? Told you they'd be that much. Do you realize that's yeah, 10 grand an acre? Is that right? There's that killdeer. There's a property here that goes for that. About 10 grand an acre. Well, no, and it's because it has a paved road running in front of it. It's like, yeah. For 10 grand, you can buy an acre. For 20 grand, you can buy 2 acres. For 30 grand, it's weird. You can have 3 acres. Oh, it depends on if they're your kids or the neighbor's kids. Ah! Exactly. I'm not doing that. Yeah, the kids do have junk. You want to see my yard? I can show you some kid junk. Every Tuesday at 7:30, man. We just did it here. Am I? We were actually debating on buying the land around us, but then there wasn't no sense in it. Couldn't draw in any of the family to cohabitate with us. So yeah, but I'm fairly sure that 2,900 square foot home is probably immaculate. It's probably what they're trying to sell. They're probably asking 2,500 an acre, but then the rest of it's the house. I was just guessing. But I don't need a house. I need electric and a well. That's all I need. I'll do the rest myself. Yeah, there's that. We were looking in Oklahoma, and that's man. I'm sorry. That's an ammo dump. I mean, there's an ammo depot or something right there. Um, so yeah, that whole uh, you it may not be a mushroom, but there gonna be lots of boompas going on up in there. Hello there, blah truck driver dude. You trying to get off work, or are you just now fitting to go to bed there, Chipper? I just got an email about a chunk of dirt. It's like it's 300 acres. in central Arkansas. I only want $1,000 an acre. Only 300 grand. I want the grid running by my house so I can have a porch light. I want to be connected so they leave me alone. You got a meter out there, you're paying them the $20 a month. That's all they care about. That's all they care about. And I'll pay $20 a month for peace of mind. Yeah, in my dreams. Yeah, it's good, but man, like I could swing. I don't think I could lie my way into a $30,000 mortgage right now, let alone a $300,000. I'm not working on no generator all day long, every day of the day. I've had enough with that self-generating generator, turn horse shit into gas, into electricity crap. I'm done with all that. Yeah, you can make MAP gas out of it, but somebody's got to fill the hopper. Somebody's got to clean the filter. Somebody's got to repair the busted water lines for the cooling system. I'm out. I'd rather just pay my $20 a month or set up some 12-volt wind generators and run off my little lead acid battery that I can get $8 for when it quits, and just take it to Walmart and swap it out and give me another one. All I need is a little Frigidator, make me some ice, and something to charge up the battery for my potor. That's it. I live out in the middle of the Ozark Mountains. I am not going to be very interested in watching whatever, The Simpsons, or keeping up with the Kardashians, or I will probably quit reading the Drudge Report altogether. I'll be too busy chasing chickens out of the trees and picking blackberries and counting my packages of yeast to see if I need to go back to town yet or not. Yeah, exactly. The Joneses or the Smiths or the Chipperses. That's the only shows you get. Dude, I've been blackpilling some of the broadcast TV. It's all crap, man. How many of you people got Amazon Prime? Do y'all even know that you can watch videos for free off Amazon Prime? Does anybody know that? Just like Netflix. Only some of them, they got a lot more better movies. Anyway, yeah, the Man from Earth, definitely Antichrist. But if you watch it if you black pill it, you're like, huh? I mean, you know what, but hey, could they be doing that? Yes, they could. It's fun. A neat. It's a neat reason to watch all the movies you've already seen twice. So you watch them again, and you're like, oh. There's guys that do videos on that. I'm not gonna make. I know I don't have the voice made for radio like those guys do, so I'm not gonna try to compete with them on black pilling movies. But that The Boys on Amazon Prime is so designed to make Christianity sound stupid, and it's a complete attack against the Christian faith. That the whole stinking show is. Secularly speaking, though, that's pretty good TV. What else? Much as I hate to say it, NCIS is straight up about coexistence. All right, Dana. Black pilling it? Hey, somebody slam show enough. Thank you. Well, dang. What were we talking about? Black pilling. Black pilling something is when instead of taking the red pill or the green pill, you take the truth pill. Okay, and then you look at it and you go, what is this really trying to say? Like, is this movie designed to emasculate or vilify or edify? You'd be surprised. There you go, Kilder. I don't know why they started coming in. But they do. On the solar thing, the only downside to solar is the panels, once they're break or whatever, you toxic waste dump. The stuff that's in the solar panels to make them work, it's like really bad for your dirt. So you've got to have some way to get them off of your dirt when they fail, because you don't want that stuff on your dirt. You don't want it making it into your water. They're like seriously bad stuff in those things. There's they keep calling it I will accept the term alternative energy, but they need to quit calling solar and wind clean. That stuff is not clean. It's not affordable. It's not affordable. The end. They cannot pay for the battery pack for 10 windmills before 20 windmills have burnt up and have to be replaced. It takes a crap ton of carbon fuel to manufacture, install, and maintain wind energy. Solar energy. Once you've converted a field to solar energy, you cannot allow wildlife inside that solar farm. However much ground you cover with solar panels is off limits to everything living. So you just kill no deer, no squirrels, no quails. You just, like, in effect, kill those 2,000 acres. How is that clean? Plus, the stuff that the solar panels are made out of that actually make them work is not healthy. As long as it's inside a solar panel, it's fine. Once the solar panel is damaged in a hailstorm, yada, 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 whatever, lightning strike, whatever, then you've got this mess. Or heaven forbid the solar panel should quit working. Then you've got a solar panel that's, basically like electronics. People don't recycle their electronics. They throw the crap in the trash. And then all those stuff used in the electronics, which the stuff they use to make electronics is not good for you. So if you put it in the dump ground and then it gets all crushed up and then gets wet, rusts and falls apart and then goes and leaches through the ground and gets in the water table, you're drinking the poison out of your old computer, hard drive, circuit board, radio thingy. See what? Yeah, that would be you. Move high. Get off the ground. Don't stay in flat places. Don't go where water run downhill. You want to be where rain clean. Yeah, there is. It's called a greenhouse. Oh, sorry. Or you can grow genetically engineered trees. Hold on. Calm down. You grow genetically engineered trees using the sun, because instead of it taking 100 years for them to get to size, they're at size in 10 years. Okay? Then you harvest the genetically engineered trees and you burn them and make electricity. It's okay, because the carbon dioxide that you use, that's produced making electricity, goes right back into growing more trees. You're not eating them. What do you care if they're genetically modified? Wait a minute, that makes sense. You got to pay somebody to plant the trees. Oh wait, we created jobs. Yeah. Got to pay somebody to cut the trees. Yeah. We don't have to bring in engineers from foreign countries and stuff. Say what? Yeah. But that's not very huggy, squishy stuff. That's just plain simple science and economics. Yeah. Does that mean that somebody's going to have to work for a living and break a sweat, poking holes in the ground and putting the little seedlings in? Yeah. Not everybody can be the CEO. Somebody's got to run the wheelbarrow. And you only got to work 6 months out of the year because you can't plant trees during the winter. It doesn't work. Weapon. You could do if you could get her to talk into a turbine generator, you might make out okay, Chan. I wish I could come up with a way to trap methane. Economically. Yeah, it's going to do that. Look, there's nothing I can do about it. The internet's crap here right now. So, I don't have a way to lower my lag time or anything. Believe it or not, I've been researching the. And I'm one of those guys, I really don't like the idea of nuclear, but of all the clean energies, it's the only one that's actually clean. And it just has the potential for bad. It's when it goes bad, it goes real bad. But you know that they can recycle? I did not realize this. They can actually take when the fuel cells or fuel rods are stop doing what they need them to do at the thing, they can go in and they can make them new fuel. They can recycle the fuel rods to make new fuel rods. They don't have to keep buying more ore from overseas. They're to a point now where they could just recycle the rods. But all the money that could be used to develop that and build the infrastructure for that is being spent on windmills, which are not going to work, and solar panels, which are not going to work. Solar panels are a great alternative for individual use. Solar panels in your house to replace 110 volt systems throughout your house for like your lights and router and even your ACs, your window units and stuff can be converted to run off of 24 volts. That's a viable option. You know, you'd have to have 110, I think, or 220 is actually better for the condenser, but then all the fan and stuff on the inside does not have to be. So it could be run off of a battery pack. Now, would it work if it's 110 degrees where you're at all the time? Yeah. But some of that would mean switching from conventional construction stuff. I mean, 2x4 walls, yay, that's a really good way to go. Not really. Why are those walls not 8 inches thick? Why isn't there a full sealed trapped air barrier between the outside and the inside of the home? Why is it not hermetically sealed between the outside and the inside? Why is there not zero air travel? That stuff. You can build an R40 house, which is basically an underground house, above ground. You just can't do it cheap. And it can't be something, okay, we built this and now in 20 years we're going to go build another house and sell this one off. It would, the house, people would have to decide, okay, this is where our home's going to be. And, when you built that house, you're going to live in it forever because they're going to be expensive. You can't have it cheap and right. They just don't go together. Think about it. Old Timer used to be, and Unclander used to be really good knives. Now they're made in China. They're cheap. They're not so much anymore. Where you at, Cindy Jones? It actually takes a lot of energy to get hydrogen out of water. Just saying. We can do it virtually free if you could get it out, if you could separate the water or the hydrogen and the oxygen. Calm down. And it's clean, but it's got less balls than natural gas does. Quite honestly, it's not very good fuel. Ew. Get out of town, Cindy. If you're from Lake Charles, you know where Moss Bluff is. You know where Sulphur is too, don't you? You're completely out of town.
So there is swamp.
Freddie ate it.
No.
Yeah, it is. Don't lie.
And she's by Moss Bluff River, or the road falls off in the freaking swamp.
My wife don't like that part of the world. I love that part of the world. Oh, really? I learned how to walk in Moss Bluff. Just saying. Should have left my. Should have. I was born in Lake Charles. It's pretty over there. My wife hates that bridge going in Lake Charles.
What is Moss Bluff?
But they don't bluff there, man. I don't know why they call it Moss Bluff. It's not the entrance to hell. It's a little town in the middle of the cypresses and stuff. It's dry. You gotta like row a boat or nothing. It ain't that bad. Oh. Get out of here. Wow. All right, you're gonna have to email me or something. Look for me on, well, email me. We'll work the rest of that out. Shh. Trying to get her to let me go back and visit, and she won't let me go that far out of town without her. So, shh. Oh. She said if I ever take across that bridge again, she's gonna stab me. Took her on the ferry once. She didn't kill me then. But It's always a good place to go fishing. So good. Wow. You can literally just, if you see some water glinting through the trees over there, you can just get out and throw a hook in it and like bring in a fish. I fished in the bar ditches over there and made out okay. Anyway, uh, use that link right there. Comes to me. killed a set dog go. It's hard not to find dry dirt. They got cypress growing all over the place, man. It don't ever rot. Cypress is good wood to build a road out of. Oh man, We've got a couple of the old steel suspension bridges left uh, down there under in the canyons here, but not many. Yeah, you got to be careful where you put your foot down there. That's for sure. These ain't thorns on everything.
Yeah, but just stuff that wants to eat you or swallow you or something. Voodoo you.
But voodoo. I think the real thing is my wife told me go back there because I like the Creole girls. I think they're pretty. Those are called bridges. Sea World 3, if it goes out in the water, it's a bridge or a dock. And they make them out of wood so they'll float. Actually, cypress don't float worth the crap. Nobody likes South Louisiana. What's wrong? Y'all scared. People get scared too easy. Little alligator, water moccasin, and cottonmouth between friends. Little copperhead up the ankle bone. Ain't never hurt nobody. I've killed a few people. Send me pictures, Mark. I'll take them. I like South Louisiana too. I wouldn't want to have lived in. I went down there. I've been down there in the summer. Oh Lord, talk about 100 degrees, 100% humidity. It'll kill you right in there. It is hard. You like step out the front door because you managed to get it down to about 80 in the house. You got the fan going. You're feeling pretty good. You step out on the porch and then you got to go back inside, change clothes because you're super wet. Yeah. I guess I need to be more scared of snakes. Oh, I'd have died already if I was too terrified of. The only snake I'm flipping scared of real bad is the dadgum non-poisonous one. Yes, truth freeze. But it all depends on the insulation. Just $8,000 or $9,000 to insulate your average home with 8-inch batt insulation. Uh, the spray on foam is even more, or spray in foam, which is actually the best. But there's even more cost because you have to run everything in conduit. It has to be sealed conduit. You can't run metal conduit. You got to run PVC conduit, and everything's got to blah 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 blah. See what I'm saying? So, and there's a big cleanup cost. Yeah, just issues, things, stuff. Hey, keyboard. This has been a totally uneducational stream. Anyways, for those of you who haven't watched the video, we'll do this real quick. Just coming Thursday the 15th at visitation starts at 1, goes to 2:30. The funeral is at 3. From after that, we'll go to the graveside. We're done at the graveside, then we'll be headed back to the church. That is Crescent View, or Crescent Park Church of Christ. In Littlefield, Texas. You know that snake away don't work, right? Sand don't work. Zindy, last year I killed like 4 4-foot rattlesnakes in my house. I busted a dozen snakes last year off the property. There was only 4 or 5 of them that was under 45 inches. I meant to say it works good. Yeah, there's, I don't know. You're welcome to crawl under my house right now if you want to. Feel free.
Snakes under the house and bees in the attic.
Yeah, snakes under the house and bees in the attic. We ain't out in the country. My dog walks around the house sniffing and looking at the edge of the house. I'm like, I ain't going under there to get those for you. Oh, I know where they're piling up at, and I know why, but I ain't gonna go in there and get them. Gets too hot, they look for a place to cool off. Making sense? So there, we run a window unit in the living. Oh, it's gonna kick me out of. But underneath the house, right here where I'm sitting, is always nice and cool. So that's where they sleep. You can smell them. Not in the house, but when you go outside, you can smell them. Snakes stink. I ate most of them. I love rattlesnake. They're delicious. Yeah, I want to get up in the attic and take another video of the hobbit. She says I can't do it when she's not here, and then she won't let me do it when she's here. Excuse
Well,
me.
because it's been 105 outside, so imagine what it is up there.
Yes, dear.
I have a knife over here, or 2 or 3 or 4 or 5.
I
6.
said yes, ma'am. I meant yes, ma'am, not yes, dear. Yes, ma'am. Okay. Can't talk about bees. Thank you, T-Boy. Yes, they're honeybees. They're regular American honeybees. They're not aggressive or nothing. We walk under them every day. My wife doesn't like it when it gets hot. She comes home in the heat of the day, and they're outside the attic cooling. They're running a little air conditioner thing kind of deal. Well, it sounds a whole lot more like something besides a water moccasin. I thought water moccasins maxed out at about 4 foot. I thought that was about it. I don't know that. I know some of the river snakes get bigger. Now I've seen coach whips and bull snakes. I was playing with a 9 foot bull snake the other day. Uh, and with that one coach whip that got away from us, and I was trying to get it, but the one that got away, the thing was probably 10, 12 foot long. That thing was huge. They say they don't get that big, but I'm sorry, it was right there. All depends on if they eat. I've seen 6.5 foot rattlesnakes several times. Yes. Cindy, I think I like you. So that's the only reason I keep a chihuahua, so I got something to throw at the snake. Nobody lets me have chihuahuas no more. Allergic to the bees, so I'm not allowed to harvest the honey. 2-foot rattlesnake will get you quick. The ones I hate are the little baby ones, man. Dump everything. You strike at everything. They all bluff and everything. The little rattlesnakes get you dead quick. Usually, whenever I see them, if I can spook them enough to curl up into the strike ball, then you can stomp on them. Step on them. Put your foot down and it's over with. Just wear boots. Don't do it with tennis shoes on. That'd be stupid. Okay. Is it not working for you? It keeps telling me my connection's going to crap over here. It's 9:30 anyway. Ooh, that would not be good, Carol. I'll pick up the back 18 inches, but that front 2 inches is going to be right there on the ground thanks to Mark Chetty. Where'd it go? I was playing with it earlier. The last rattlesnake I ate. This guy hadn't run into much trouble with. Focus, dang it. Focus. Anyway, they still got the on it and everything. There's 1, 2, 3. Made it like 3 years ish without messing up his rattler on anything. The ones that scare me are the ones that rattler's about yay long and the top's all jacked up because they've been around a while. Rattlesnakes grow pretty quick when they're young. If you start getting a bunch of them like this that are 40, 45 inches that have really pretty rattlers on them, chances are they're eating really well. So what are they eating? Anyway, the sound it makes, I don't know, you can't. I had a little, I don't know if it's still in there. Hold on, let me see. Well, that broke. A minute. I thought this was one of those rattlers I made, but it's not. Oh. Anyway, you take the back end of the snake with the circles and you put a stick in it, and when it dries out, not this one because the rattlers broke off, but then you can spin it in your hands and it'll make the right sound. Oh. I forgot this guy was up there. Wait, when? The Western Diamondback rattlesnake. This is one of the smaller ones. He was probably 3 foot long, I guess. I got a 4-footer in the freezer right now. Free to good hole. I just drop it in the mailbox, ship it right to you. I don't know what you're supposed to do with it. There's your Western Diamondback rattlesnake. Yeah. I guess you could hang it on the wall. Been up there a while, full of dirt. That's what that one in there. I was gonna see about putting it on a belt. It's long enough to go on my belt, but I may have left it in the freezer too long. You'll take it. Email me your address, Kildare. I'll send it to you. And they got a rattle on it. The rattle's gone. Well, Cindy, you want to keep the king snakes around. King snake don't like poisonous snakes. They kill them and eat them. That's how they do it. That's why I keep king snakes around. California king, gopher snakes, bull snakes. I don't run none of those off. Yeah, I have a notebook around here somewhere with everybody's stuff in it, but I can't find the notebook. So yeah, I'll look for it. Yeah. My wife said she would keep up with it for me, and then I never got it to her. So that's my fault. I'm just saying, I mean, king snakes, bull snakes, coach whips, even garter snakes are constrictors. They don't have any venom. Now, bull snakes and coach whips have that bad habit of scaring people with their imitating a poisonous snake, but that's all they're doing. Hey, Robert, is any more? I didn't see you sneak in here. Yeah, king snakes are good. Well, keep finding them hognose snakes, which is giving me a really good feeling. Now that my wife realizes what those burrow holes are in the garden and stuff, she's quit trying to kill it. So, oh wow, where that was. Wow. You people rot.
Armadillo Junction just 30 minutes ago was 25. And Tina Rowland machine.
She was earlier. Thank you, Tina. If you're still in here, or if you're not. I don't keep that thing open, so I tried to say thank you to people on the little link from the GoFundMe thing. Y'all people have no idea how much pain in the butt that is. So if y'all donated or whatever, just come back and watch the video. I'll say thanks for the video. It is like not easy at all. And that's perfectly fine, Cindy. Just don't go in the barn. You probably don't want to go out there anyway because it's probably just out in the barn having babies. That's what they do. King snakes will go in your barn and there have babies, and there'll be king snakes all over the barn. It's usually what they do. That's why I call them barn snakes. I just made that up. I don't like that a lot. I don't know. I'm gonna try to get him. I must do the withdrawal thing and then try to get him a cashier's check later this week when they hand him the bill. You'd never have any rats at your barn. You wouldn't. I said I'm not real experienced on the GoFundMe. I'm just now figuring out how to get what I got to do to get the money out, which is not complicated. Just I didn't know, and I do now. I had to do something. He didn't need. There were 40 people up there in the waiting room, and a bunch of them had already gone. They rotated out, and the last thing they needed was another guy in there feeling hurt. So I tried to stay between him and y'all, so that's what he asked me to do. I had a mouse problem, and I was bringing the little garter snakes and stuff in the house, and when I found out to put a stop to that, got rid of the mice. So they really won't help you figure out. I mean, snakes that bother me are them stinking boa constrictors and stuff. Them anacondas, I don't like them at all. I mean, why would anybody keep a pet snake that is mean enough to slap down a 6-foot alligator, roll him up in a ball, squish him to death, and swallow him whole? That ain't a pet. I mean, his brain this big. One day you wake up and your python thinks, that guy looks just like an alligator. I'm going to eat him. Well, they can't swallow him. After he squishes and breaks all your bones, he can swallow anything. Yeah. Oh no. The weirdest injury ever received by Wes S. The literally the weirdest injury I've ever received from a wild animal. I had on leather work gloves. I am pulling weeds. To keep the chickens from completely destroying my compost pile, put dirt over it and let the weeds grow. And then after it's composted, you pull the weeds, and then you can get to your dirt. It's just, it's a way. It's my way. It's one of my ways. Just deal with it. I'm pulling, and I think a scorpion has got me through my leather glove. It hurt. I pull my hand back because you have to check and see what it is that's got you. And I have a praying mantis trapped in the weeds, and she has come down on me with her deal. She's got me both of them to come around, and she has clamped her little 4 arms of death on my finger, and she has her little spear things have gone through the leather glove at the back and at the front. She brought blood. I mean, it looked like somebody had run a double needle sewing machine around my finger. I let go, and she let go, and she ran off. I pulled my glove off, and I'm bleeding like a stuck pig right through the leather glove. Note to self: watch for praying. She was probably like that long. She has big old butt on her size of my thumbs. She hit me hard. Didn't scar them. Just like little needle holes. Just now I know how they can just snatch a bug and hold it and eat it while it's alive because it's harpooned from both sides. It ain't going nowhere. Jeez. Isn't that messed up? And you know what? Why in the world would you want to keep a chimpanzee? A 3-year-old chimpanzee has the strength of 4 grown men. He can break you into little pieces and then eat your face. Yeah, no. It's stupid. You don't keep chimpanzees with face. Literally, they will eat your face. Monkeys will eat your face. Keep a tiger. At least you expect it to eat your face. I'm racist against snakes too. There are some snakes I got no use for. Like honestly, I don't like cottonmouths. They scare. They worry me. So. They really do get an attitude. And run up on the snake with an attitude. Seriously, is all you say savage? Is savage in here? You're the reason they got there. Your family's the one that caused the swamp squatch. Yeah. I don't know. I'm watching that. I'm catching up on Alone season 1. The wolves and the bears done knocked out the 2 people. So I think a cougar's gonna get one too. So, I got no use for cougars. But I want to shoot and eat a bear. Well, I want to. I don't want to like shoot it and then eat the bear. Because that's just gross. Whoever pictured me just shooting a bear and walking up to it and start chewing through the fur, that's not what I was talking about. I want to hunt bear, and I want to process the bear, and I want to cook and eat the bear like a normal, civilized human being. Not like a chimpanzee. Yeah, if you check though, Wayne, they keep them out there. They're away from their families by for 12 to 15 days before they even carry them out there. They've got them literal. They're exhausted before they ever drop them off. That's a load of crap. They put them in the situation after they're already zapped. But anyway, I'm gonna get out of here. Sasquatch. It is my bedtime. Uh, if y'all didn't see the Bible study, go back and watch it. It's only like 45 minutes and won't kill you. You can fast forward through the first, I don't know, 4 or 5 minutes because it was the stream was messing up. It's good for you. It'll be good for you. And love one another. Love on your loved ones. Do your level best to make friends out of the people you don't know. And it's going to take me a while to get back into saying this, but seriously, y'all stay alive, don't die. Okay? God bless y'all. I will see y'all Friday.